What's going on, kings and queens? This is Max coming to you for this edition of Majestic Lifestyle Mondays. Now, this is a follow-up to last week's topic that we were discussing concerning suicide and depression. So this week, I wanted to follow up and bring out some points, some of my personal points on how to best deal with depression, how to get over it, and how to get out of that situation and get to the next level. Because if you're stuck in a rut, you can't accomplish anything that you're trying to do. So our main objective in this channel is to help people get to the next level, as I am also on my journey to get to the next level. Because you know what? We all have to do it together. If we can't back each other up, if we can't unite, oftentimes we can't get to the next level. We are stronger together than alone. So let's go right into it. So last week we spoke about depression and suicide, how it affects so many Americans, so many people around the world, and people are not talking about it. Not enough. You see commercials here and there, yeah, but a lot of people just walk around acting like, you know what, I'm good. I don't need anybody. I don't need any help. But meanwhile, they are dying inside. So here are my personal tips on what can you do to get over depression and suicide. Now, if it's really heavy suicide, I always say definitely get help right away. Forget everything else. Get help. Call the national. As a matter of fact, you can find help within your town, or you can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That is 1-800-273-8255. Don't be afraid to get help, because we need you to survive. In order for this majestic lifestyle to get bigger and better, with all of us being better, bigger and better, we need you to survive. So here are my tips on how to deal with depression. So first thing is, if you're dealing with depression, recognize that you have a problem. It's okay. Not everybody is perfect. People have issues. People have failures. People are going through stuff. You're not alone. I want you to know that. So if you feel like there's some days it's harder to get out of bed, harder to get motivated, some days you really can't even get out of bed, recognize that you have an issue, recognize that it's okay, you're not the only one, and then recognize that you need to get help. So that is step one. Recognize that you have a problem. Step two, you got to seek help. So the first thing in seeking help, I would always say, is seek professional help. Now, there's levels to that, right? So in seeking help, there's different levels to depression, right? Some people can snap out of it on their own. And some people, you're at a level where you have to go speak to somebody. You have to go get professional help, or phone a friend, or whatever. If you need professional help, seek professional help. Get the help. It's okay. That is only a professional can help you out of some deeper level of depression. So don't feel like you have to, you can't seek help because something's wrong with you. No, there's a lot of people that are dealing with that. So now, when it comes to what can you do on your own to kind of get help out of that situation? So here goes a couple of points that I can tell you. In point number two is, you know what? Get active. You know what? That is point number three. So seeking help is getting professional help. If it's too heavy for you, and if it's something that you can do on your own, you know what? Then we'll move on to point number three, which is get active. So when you feel like you're getting depressed and you feel like you can't do anything, sometimes some of the best things you can do is just act. Okay? Don't think about it, just act. For example, if you feel like you can't get out of bed, you don't have energy, you lack motivation, find a way to sprint out of bed or push yourself out of bed, and then formulate a plan on what to do. Because one of the biggest things that can help you fight depression is activity and a plan, right? So you say, okay, today I'm gonna go wash my car. I'm gonna go to work. After work, I'm gonna clean out that room that I went to clean up. Get up, take a shower, clean yourself up, put on some nice royal threads, right? Look your best, get to work, and just keep pushing, right? When you come home, eat, and then go clean out that room, or go write that letter, or go whatever it is that you need to do that you had plans to do for that day. Activity and doing things actually helps you feel better. Inactivity feeds depression. Activity helps it. So moving on to the fourth point is this: get around positive people or positive environments. In other words, seek the companionship of people who are up, who are going to lift you up. People who are not concerned about what you didn't do, or or what I'm sorry, where it's not their main concern, their main point of what you didn't do or what you didn't accomplish, but yet they tell you, you know what, you could do it. You rock. You're the best. You're this and you're that. Get around people like that, and also seek environments that are positive. Whether it's a networking event, network marketing event, or a social gathering, a networking gathering in your town, whatever it is. If you get around uplifting, positive people, it will have a tremendous impact. Because sometimes we're around people who are just out to put you down. You didn't do this. You can't do that. You're not good enough. You're messed up. You're wrong. And you know what? That tends to be a burden, and it tends to weigh you down. So you know what? Just get around positivity. Get around positive people. Get in a positive environment. And I'm going to throw a bonus point for you guys today, which I was talking to my cousin, and it's a great point to add as well. And it's really simple: exercise. You know what? I'll even flip that to a bonus 1 and 2. Exercise and start eating things that are better for you, right? So 1, exercise. If you say, okay, you know what? Today, part of my plan is I'm also going to do 50 push-ups. First thing is, don't worry about doing 50 push-ups straight. If you could do 5 or even 10 push-ups, do 10 push-ups in 1 hour. In the first hour, and then 10 push-ups later on, in whatever gap. So if it takes you throughout the day to do those 10 push-ups to get to 50, do it. Or if you could do it like, okay, do 10, take a 20-second break, do another 10, take a 20-second break, so forth and so on, right? And then as you get to the point where you can do less of a gap or more at a time, like 20 at a time, 30 at a time, and you up your number, doing exercise, it helps. Or you can go running as well. Whether you have a treadmill or whether you go running outside, get outside, breathe, and get that beautiful sunshine. Get the vitamins that you're going to get from the sun. That all helps. So get to exercising. And that's all part of the activity that helps you to feel better as well. And now that last second bonus, eating better. If you're only eating junk foods, soda, coffee all day, a bunch of energy drinks and things that are just junk, you know what? Try to just say, okay, I'll just eat 1 apple a day. I'll take 1 extra glass of water, right? I'll take 1 little cup of vegetables with my meal. Or instead of that extra piece of chicken, I'll take a salad. If you take those positive steps that I've spoken to you about and you start to incorporate them in your life, little by little, you will see change. Now, if you don't see change, after all these, you've implemented all these type of points, and you don't feel like you're getting better, seek help. That goes back to point number 1. Seek help. Point number 2. Seek professional help. Because sometimes it's just too heavy and you just have to talk to somebody. All right? So I'll go over the points again. First of all, 1, recognize that you have a problem. 2, seek help. If you need professional help, get professional help. Look up Yellow Pages, follow your insurance, and try to get to a psychiatrist or psychologist. Okay? If you have someone you can speak to in your church that does professional counseling or counsel, whatever, get help. It's okay. Number 3, get active. Okay? Also, and then seek help is 1 professional, or sometimes if you can do it on your own, put a plan together to get active. And that leads to number 3. Just get active and plan out your day to actually take positive steps. Number 4, get around positivity and positive people. And then the bonus was exercising and eating right. And if you implement these things little by little, you can see a transformation in your life. And at times, you know what? You're going to make those plans and it's going to get messed up. And you're going to feel right back to where you were before. It's okay. Just get back up. Successful people and people who have it together understand that, you know what? It doesn't matter how many times you fall. The only thing that matters is how many times you get back up. And that's all that matters. I want you to get back up. Just get back up. Who cares? You're okay. You messed up 10,000 times. Who cares? Some of the biggest professionals and successful people failed 1,000,000 times, 1,000 times, 10,000 times, got back up and eventually won. And if you could do that, just get back up. Forget about how many times, forget the count. Just get to the point where every time you fall, your mission is to get back up. And if you do that, get back up. But when you get back up, get up with a plan of what you're going to do to succeed or to get out of your rut. Then you will eventually build bigger and bigger plans that will lead you to success. So at the end of the day, just get back up. Keep fighting. Don't give up. All right. So remember, this is all because you matter. I want you to know that you matter. If no one else told you today that you matter, you do matter. Because you know what? There's, like I said before, there's an idea that you have that needs to get out to the world. There's a service that you may have. There's something inside of you. You were created for a reason. So if you die or if you give up and those ideas or those whatever that you have, your gifts, don't get out to the world, then someone will miss out because of something you could have had. So I just want you to keep fighting and get up. So remember, if you need help, if you feel like you can't deal with anything anymore and you got to talk to somebody, call someone. Social media, reach out to people, or just call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255. That is 1-800-273-8255. All right, kings and queens, until next week, keep your head up and keep speaking positivity into your life and keep speaking positivity into others. I'll see you next week.